Hey, yo everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video, and today we're going to be doing my Andrew Cutter Picks of the Weeks. Now, for those of you that are new to my channel or just don't know what this video series is, basically what I do is I sit down and I talk about this week in DC Comics. Then I select the comic that I enjoyed the most and I declare it my Andrew Cutter Pick of the Week. If at any time you want to see a review of any of the comics mentioned here, I already did a full in-depth review of the comics individually, so you can just go back on my channel and check out the review there. Now, in addition to talking about this week in DC Comics, I will also do any news and updates for my channel, which I do have quite a bit for this week. So, without any further ado, let's get into this week in DC Comics. Now, compared to last week, which was a very, very small and short week, this week was quite big for me. I got Detective Comics issue number 4, Action Comics issue number 4, Justice League International issue number 4, Stormwatch issue number 4, Batwing issue number 4, Penguin Pain and Prejudice issue number 3, Huntress issue number 3, Animal Man issue number 4, Swamp Thing issue number 4, and finally rounding out this week was Men of War issue number 4. On a side note, I did actually yesterday go and pick up Deathstroke the Terminator issue number 1 through 3, but I won't be talking about those in this week for DC Comics because those are all old issues. None of them are new, but I will talk about them sometime later down the line. So, on the whole, this week for DC Comics was actually a very good week. There was a few letdowns, and most notably the letdowns were Huntress and Justice League International. They weren't absolutely horrible comics. Huntress was actually better than the previous months. However, it still really wasn't that great. And Justice League International actually was worse than it was beforehand. Beforehand, it was actually really good. But now it's gone a little downhill. I think it's only because they have to do this kind of issue for this month before we can continue onwards. But yeah, everything else from Batman Detective Comics to Batwing, from Men of War to Swamp Thing, all of them were around the 4-star range. So, with that said, so many stellar comics that came out this week. Which comic came out on top as my Andrew Cutter Pick of the Week? Well, coming out as my Andrew Cutter Pick of the Week would have to be Pain and Prejudice for the Penguin. Penguin, Pain and Prejudice. Blah, 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 blah. It's like a tongue twister. Yes, Penguin, Pain and Prejudice is my Andrew Cutter Pick of the Week. This miniseries is getting better and better with each issue. And you're probably thinking, a Penguin comic? Seriously, Andrew? Seriously? Yes, I'm being damn serious, so stop asking. Penguin, Pain, and Prejudice is a great comic. Not only is it a good character analysis of the Penguin, but it's a good look at him from the past, right now, and possibly the direction of the Penguin for the future. Because the Penguin's kind of been in a rut as of recently in the Batman Rogue Gallery, in that he's kind of been put to the legitimate, illegitimate businessman kind of formula, where all other characters have kind of gone in different directions. Penguin kind of went in one direction and stayed there, which is not bad sometimes, but it's good to see some evolution with the character. Next up, closest to Pain and Prejudice Penguin would be Men of War issue number 4, which was a great issue, and it came ever so close to touching Penguin, but Penguin, Pain and Prejudice was just a phenomenal issue. And I do recommend anyone that's a fan of Batman or just want really good writing to pick this up. But yeah, like I said, this week in DC Comics was actually a really good week. So, at least for me, the comics that I picked up. So yes, I'm going to just stick those right here. My contact is a little itchy. As for news and updates, let's get into what I have planned. And first of all, let me just say, yesterday, Thursday, the 8th, was my second to last day of school. Period. The end of college. Monday is going to be my last day, and then I go into finals. And finals, I have a take-home final, and then I have a final on the 20th, and then I have a final on, I believe, Thursday. So I have 3 finals, and once I get those finals done, I'm done. Pretty cool. So I'm gonna have some time freed up, and I'm gonna be obviously job searching because I need to get a job. I didn't go to college for X amount of years for nothing, but I'm gonna do some job searching, and then once I get a job, I'm probably gonna get busy again. But I'm going to have a little bit of time freed up, so I do have a lot of things that I have planned. First and foremost is I am going to review Deathstroke the Terminator, or just simply Deathstroke, I guess now, issue 1 through 3. I will review Brightest Day within the next coming weekish, hopefully. A lot of people have been asking about Batman the Black Mirror, which was Scott Snyder's run on Batman. I will be picking it up. I had it on my pull list, but I removed it. And the reason why I removed it is because with Christmas, I just don't have enough money to pick up this, and this. So I will be picking it up. It's just going to be a little bit. Don't worry. Cool? Cool. So I have that stuff planned out. And I do also have my intro to beginner's guide to reading comic books for you guys. And let me just expand on it a little bit more. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys options getting into comic books. If you're going to be a casual comic book reader or a hardcore comic book reader, I'm going to talk about how to protect your comics, whether or not you should get trade paperbacks or individual issues, where you should buy your comics. Should you buy them at a comic book store? Should you buy them at Newberry Comics? Should you buy them at a Comic-Con? Should you buy them online? Not everyone's going to have a comic book store near them. Not everyone's going to be able to go to Comic-Con, so I'm going to try to give you guys a bit of information on where you can go to get good deals on comics, because in the end, we want good deals. So, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to give you guys several different lists that you can go by to kind of structure on how you're reading. Maybe you're a comic book fan and you want some edgier stuff, a little darker stuff. I have a list for you. Maybe you're a comic book fan and you want to focus on the Justice League members. Got that for you. Maybe you're a comic book fan and you want to focus just on Batman. I got that for you. So I'm going to have a bunch of lists for that. Maybe you want a sci-fi list, or maybe you want a list that's more fantasy and magic based. I got that for you. So don't worry, I'm going to get that up sometime. I can't promise it this week because, like I said, I do have finals coming up and all that other ish. Ish. Do people still say ish? Don't know. So I'm going to take care of that. And what do I have here that needs to be covered? Wow. So I do have that planned out. Moving on from comics. Oh, and another thing, a few comic book stories are coming to the end of the comic book story arcs, and as I said, I would do comic book story arc reviews. I'm gonna wait until they officially come out in trade. That way, I know exactly what's going to be in the story arc, and then I'll review the actual story. Sounds good? Sounds good. Okay, moving from comics to other stuff. And God, is my contact annoying the bloody hell out of me. Sorry, that was kind of gross for you guys. Luckily, we don't have to shake hands. Um, I'm going to have more video game reviews for you guys. I'm going to have Skyrim, WWE 12, and then Assassin's Creed Revelation. Out of these games, this is where I currently stand on them. And I'm not talking about review-wise, where playing-wise. Skyrim, I played a good chunk of it for about 9 days, and then Skyward Sword came out, Zelda Skyward Sword. So I've kind of put Skyrim on heavy hold as of recently. I do plan on picking it up and playing it again after I beat the game that I'm currently playing, which would be Assassin's Creed Revelations. I don't know how far I am in Assassin's Creed, but not very. If I had to take a gander, maybe 15% of the way through the game. Just the main story. Right now, I'm trying to build up my assassins and get more assassins and kind of get more of a viewpoint of Constantinople. That's where we are, right? Yeah. So, anyways, when I'm done with this, I'm going to review this and then I'll jump back into Skyrim. The reason why I'm holding Skyrim off is, as much as I like Skyrim, Assassin's Creed comes first in my book. I have my order of favorite video game titles. Assassin's Creed is a quickly growing title on my list, and it's going to come first from this game. And I think there's a little dirt right here in my game thing. That's going to bug me. There we go. So yes, and Look at that. WWE 12 in my Assassin's Creed game. We know what I was playing before Assassin's Creed. Let me just put that out here. Close that up. And put it in its proper box. As for WWE 12, although I've only played maybe a total of 5 hours of it, I think I have more than enough information to give you guys a review. So I will be reviewing WWE 12 sometime soon for you guys that care. So I got that going on. As for, again, video game stuff, I have some Zelda timeline theories to throw at you guys. Maybe I can get you those this coming week. As with all my other stuff, I never set a final date. I never set anything in stone when it's going to happen, because if I do that, then that means that I set promises that I may not be able to keep. So hopefully I can get you that for next week. I'm going to try some different things with the Zelda timeline theories. Maybe some radical things, maybe not so radical things. But I'm going to try to do that because we have a new game out. You probably can't see it, but I will shift over. And over my bed I have my Skyward Sword poster, because when I fall asleep at night, not only do I want the Batman watching over me, but I think it would be a safe thing to say to have Link watch over me, because he is, you know, the greatest hero of Hyrule, and before Hyrule, hero of time, hero of wind, hero of the goddesses, hero of everything. So, I will have some Zelda timelines up for you guys sometime soon. I want to do some more video game based reviews. Some people have been asking for a review of Batman Arkham City. I did kind of a first thoughts video. I don't think I really need to do another review because my thoughts pretty much stand. And I'll just basically give it to you now. Batman Arkham City is a good game. It is technically better than Arkham Asylum, although I still enjoy Arkham Asylum a bit more because I like the atmosphere a bit more. There's nothing really to complain about Arkham City. It's a good game. I don't think it did anything to wow me or anything revolutionary in comparison to the other Batman game, but it's still good and it's still a recommendation. And so I basically stand by with what I said from the previous video. There we go. What else? Some more to talk about. Sorry if this video goes on a little bit long. As for Harry Potter. As you guys know, I finished the book series well over a month ago, but I haven't been able to review them because what I do is after I read a book, I'll pick it up. So I just haven't picked up the other copies of the Harry Potter books. I'll pick them up when Christmas is done or towards the end of Christmas, and then I'll review them there, and then I will do the other Harry Potter videos that I promised you guys. I'm not too worried about that because people aren't jumping for me to get those videos out. You guys are more worried about me getting other videos out, so I will get those out sometime. I'm getting worrying about shopping. So far, I've only got presents for like 3 people, and I have to get presents for a lot of people. Interesting side note is that the story on how I got to, and this is going to have relevance, so just bear with me. The story of how I got into reading Harry Potter was I made a deal with someone. And the deal was is I read Harry Potter, and then that person picks up Batman monthly. Which, by the way, they need to pick up Batman issue number 3. So, it happened. Deal was made. Deal was done. I made another deal with another friend at work. And the deal is he watches season 1 of Beast Wars. In exchange, I watched the whole entire series, which is roughly the same amount of time of Neo Genesis Eva Angelican. So I might review this. I'm only on episode 7, so I'm gonna have to do some more watching of this. I plan to watch some of it today, maybe. I got some homework to do today, but roughly my schedule is not set for today. So I'll probably do a little bit of that. Anything else? Oh, yeah, I mean, like I said, I have Brightest Day to review. I already talked about that. Why am I talking about it again? I don't think I have anything else to talk about. Just, I'm sorry that I've been so busy, but school comes first, and school has been a big thing because I'm graduating, and I've had to been focusing on it. That's why my individual reviews have been a little bit lacking, or at least the time that I release them have been sporadic, for lack of a better term. I also plan to do more just blog talking videos like what I am thinking videos. I haven't posted any of those up, but I will. Don't worry. I have a pretty an interesting one on video games that I have set. So, and also I plan to do for you guys. I want to throw this out to you. My top 10 favorite video games of all time video. But there's going to be rules to this video. For example, I can only pick one game from a video game series. So it can't be like all Zelda for the top 10. That'd just be ridiculous. Or all Resident Evil, or all Mario. No, I can only have one Zelda game, one Resident Evil game, one Mario game, one Pokemon game, one Assassin's Creed game, one wrestling game, one Metroid game, one Grand Theft Auto game, one Elder Scrolls game. You get the point. So I might do something like that. Some of my picks may be predictable, but some of them you may be surprised of. And also, this is another thing that I want to throw at you guys. I've seen that the Nintendo Wii's kind of coming to the end of its life cycle. Would you guys like me to do a recommendation video? An essential guide of games you should pick up for the Nintendo Wii. Throw it out there. One last thing before I go is I haven't been able to put up any videos at all. Not videos. That's a double slap. 1, 2. Same time. Dual wielding. I haven't been able to go on my Facebook that much. Think about maybe transitioning over Twitter, but the problem is I don't know how to use Twitter, and another problem is not everyone around the world uses Twitter. So, what do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know. But yeah, that's about all I have to say. If anything else comes up, I'll let you guys know. I'll try to post up more videos. I'll try to do another one after this. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to end this video here. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.